Hey folks, you're very welcome along here to Croke Park this sunny Sunday afternoon as we look out across the pitch here, just watching the Limerick Girls taking all the plaudits in the lap of honour as they celebrate their junior championship success, where they defeated Louth there in a comprehensive victory. Tyrone and Meath are already out on the field, and we have here beside me Damien Harvey. Damien, good to have you with us. It's another busy day at headquarters.
Yes, Noel, very good to be here. 12 months on from the last All-Ireland final appearance for these ladies this afternoon, and they'll be hoping that they can certainly turn the tide, I suppose, this afternoon and record a victory in the All-Ireland Intermediate Championship final. Senior football is just one
game away, possibly.
Noel, and I'm sure this is the day that these girls have been waiting for such a long time. Last year's experience running up against a very strong Tipperary side. They'll be hoping that this year they can do the business this afternoon, and we're all hoping and wishing them all the best here from Team Talk as well this afternoon.
Yeah, just looking out here too, while Tyrone are warming up down below us, I see Jerry Moan there out having a wee word, just a quick shake of hands with the referee, and all those wee things are, I suppose, part and parcel of the preparations for it. But good crowd building up, Jimmy, and good atmosphere, and I have to say credit to the ladies. The hill looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Really, with all those jerseys out there on display, and TG Cahar, that's absolutely super.
Yeah, they've done a great job in setting the hill up behind the. We see so many times the hill being empty and for other occasions, but the ladies have used the opportunity to really go and promote this All-Ireland final, and it looks in fine shape this evening with all those jerseys adorned across the
and the flags,
the flags and on every available position on the hill, and it certainly really adds to the occasion in terms of spectacle. And I see the Tyrone girls going through that. They've been here before, Noel. I'm sure there's a feeling of unfinished business here in terms of their setup here this evening.
Now, well, funny, we're talking to the girls during the build-up to the final, and talking to the management team. There is that sense of how important the experience of last year was, in terms of, first of all, setting goals for this year, but secondly, allowing them to prepare fully for this particular challenge, because you have to think, you've got to experience that, the All-Ireland final experience, to before you realise just what it means, and take the lessons that can be learned from it. And there's no doubt that this is a talented Meath team, but the fact that Tyrone have been here before, they're equally as talented. You're just hoping that vital experience could well prove the difference. But crowd building, as we say, atmosphere building, and there's no doubt about it, there's a sense of excitement and expectation out on the field at the moment, and the girls just going through their final stages of their warm-up with Barry Grimes there, and Conal Sheridan's there too, just keeping a good close eye on it. And as always, even though Croke Park may not be full to capacity, the girls that are here, or the spectators that are here, are making plenty of noise, and certainly making their voices heard.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I say the last few instructions have been issued. They've been through their last few warm-ups, and I'm sure while last year might have been an occasion, they were playing the occasion last year, there's no doubt this year they're coming here with very much in mind of the game in hand, and they'll be looking to make sure that they record a victory here, no doubt, because it's definitely about the match today, no?
Oh, absolutely, Damien. I mean, we often say about this, you know, All-Ireland finals are an occasion, and a huge occasion for sports people, no matter the gender and no matter the experience, but it's important that you don't end up playing the occasion and not the match, and I think that hopefully Tyrone will have learned from that, and we'll see that produced on the field this afternoon. Good also to have Mike A.V. with us and giving us a big handout yesterday. Damien, huge success with the Masters yesterday. Tyrone didn't win sadly, but I mean the occasion itself and the two games were brilliantly produced and well delivered.
Very enjoyable afternoon down in Drumlish, no doubt about that, and say hopefully the first of many live stream broadcasts along with the guys from MacAV. We'll down through the two teams now. We'll take a look at the lineups, because they were announced to the crowd here in Croke Park a little earlier on. It's goalkeeper of Monica McGurk, Orla Duff, and Orla Lally and Katie New in the full back line for Meath. The half back line sees Niamh Galloway, Shauna McEnnis and Megan Tyne, with midfield pairing of Moira O'Shaughnessy and Kate Byrne. It's Eva Cleary, Vicky Wall and Stacey Grimes in the half-forward line, Marion Farley, Niamh Sullivan and Fiona O'Neill at the top of the left. The Tyrone side, much more familiar outfit to us, obviously. Shannon Lynch is in goals, the full-back line of Niamh McGuire, Joanne Barrett and Keelan Conway. Half-back line sees Slane McCarroll. It's Emma McGrew and Emma Brennan on the half-back line. Niamh Woods captains the side from midfield alongside Emma Jane Gervin. Anya Canavan, Lucretia Quinn and Niamh Hughes complete the half-forward line, and it's Grania Rafferty, Gemma Begley and Chloe McCaffrey at top of the left now.
Yeah, that Tyrone team change, I suppose. The goalkeeping change is probably the most notable change that there has been over there. But the two keepers, Laura Kane and Shannon Lynch, over the while have been showing just the quality they have. Shannon Lynch, of course, came into goals during the semi-final win over Sligo, when Laura Kane received a yellow card following a penalty decision, and Shannon showed her quality in terms not just as a shot stopper but as a reader of the game, and also a very, very effective builder from the back, so to speak, in terms of her kickouts. Kickouts are top class, and I have to say Laura Kane, similar player, grown and matured this year. We were chatting that night up in Galby when we were doing the up for the final, and I tell you, I mean, she really has the focus and the mindset. And the good thing about all these girls, you know, and they keep saying it doesn't matter who starts, doesn't matter who comes on, doesn't matter who finishes, it's all about the team, and that's a positive attitude, a very positive attitude to have.
Yeah, and I know a lot of Tyrone people down to see the game, a number of passed a number of buses on the way down as well. No, excellent atmosphere in Croke Park, and I have to say the ladies do a great job in promoting their own games.
No question about it. I mean, the effort and the time and that they put into the games to get this distance, but then when they get this far, you know, as I say, you just look at the way the hill has been coloured, and I mean, it's closed off, but it's certainly not going to be it's certainly going to feature as part of the game, because it is just an array of colour and a beautifully well presented display of the teams, and just watching those flags, you know, it's fantastic to see it. But as you say, in terms of promotion, Damien, at every opportunity they're out there, they're working with their sponsors, they're highlighting their achievements, and they really are raising the level. And we talked last year, 46,000 was the crowd over the day in Croke Park. They're hoping to beat that this time and get close to 50,000, which would be a brilliant achievement.
Yeah, and I have to say, all the tiers open up in Croke Park as well. It looks a really good spectacle out there. I seem to see some of the corporate boxes filled up. I see the basket box over on the far side, absolutely jammed full of people earlier on, and no doubt the various schools and clubs, I suppose, throughout the country are taking this opportunity to bring the young girls along and let them see.
Yeah, we were just when we were outside before we came in that community car park, just to hear all the Tyrone accents, all the Tyrone jerseys there, and all those young girls really making a real day.
Academy girls were there a wee bit earlier on, and like, this is what they're aspiring to achieve here, to get on the Croke Park and All Ireland final day. And there's such the team that are out there at the minute are obviously the team that carry the hopes, but the next generations just sitting in the stands watching.
Sitting in the stands watching, and I suppose the first thing they notice is that the Derry flag is flying proudly down there.
Well, maybe that's I think that I know that's a true flag.
No, you're looking the wrong. I'm looking behind the band.
You're looking behind the band. Yeah, I'm looking behind the goals on our left-hand side. But yeah, that'll not do any harm. Throw side, gallery up behind the band now. The Meath girls still in their huddle away down on the left-hand side. But yeah, it'll be old hat now for a couple of these girls. They'll be looking forward to the game coming up, because that's the one that's going to count the most. And obviously they're going to be presented obviously to some of the dignitaries ahead of the parade this afternoon as well. And a lot of these girls, as you say, know a lot of experience from last year. They will have experienced the better pill of defeat, and they'll be hoping that they can really get over the line today and get a wee bit of history and move themselves back into senior football again.
Yeah, and again, I suppose we're just looking last year, Damien, where they took on Sligo up in Cavan last year and beat them pretty comprehensively. But this year they found Sligo a tough nut to crack in the semi-final. But we were just saying at the time, it was great preparation for this final, because there's nothing that sharpens the mind and the body like competitive sport, and that's exactly what they got, was a competitive game.
No doubt about that. Looking on the Pelton Gale is meeting with the various players now, making our way out there to meet with the Meath team first, and of course the Meath team faced this All Ireland final not through their own through their own merit. Basically, they're a team that have. I know that Jerry Moan has been down and watched a couple of times, Noel, and he's been keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, themselves and Roscommon were two of the fancied sides, Damien, in this particular grade of football, and they coped more than well with Roscommon. And I saw them way back in June time when they absolutely annihilated Fermanagh. But I mean, Fermanagh themselves would admit that they didn't play well on the day, but Meath were just a step above, and they really showed tremendous athleticism, really, really good teamwork, but a high level of skill. And you know, you had a combination of factors like that. You certainly know that you've got a team that's worth that worthy of competition, and that's exactly what they'll provide with Tyrone today. This is a serious test of Tyrone's credentials. There's a lot of young girls there. I know that they maybe there are older players maybe about the panel, but a lot of young girls are involved, and this is a big test of their physical and mental credentials, and they certainly are going to. Meath are going to ask questions of them today.
Yeah, Meath have reached the final by quarter-final win over Wicklow, 2-17 to 2-15 in that game. They absolutely destroyed Fermanagh in the early rounds. 11-24 they kicked up against Fermanagh to 2-6, and the All-Ireland semi-final had a win over Roscommon, 3-18 to 2-5. So they're a team with only capable of racking up the scores. Tyrone, of course, reached the All-Ireland final following their path through the championship this year, and they had an Ulster final win over Down, 6-22 to 1 goal and 7 points. The first round of the All-Ireland series saw a 5-18 to 2-6 win over Wicklow. They went on then to record a 7-17 to 1-10 win over Offaly on a very warm day down in Monaghan direction. Was it Cavan that afternoon? We were down watching that one as well.
Yeah, it was.
Quarter-final game had a 1-15 to 2-8 win over Wexford. And then that encounter against Sligo, which was an end-to-end tussle, a 3-14 to 3-10 win over the Sligo girls. And various teams, the two teams are actually now lining up behind the Artane van, making their way around the field. And these are moments to cherish. So
absolutely, Damien. It's one of the reasons the youngsters take up Gaelic games, and the idea of getting to parade behind the Artane boys band has always been something that has been a big part of All-Ireland final day. And these girls, I tell you, they know what it's about, but again, the focus will be very much on the job at hand. It'll be very much on the individual task that they've been set, and it'll just be a matter of keeping the mind concentrated and making sure when the whistle goes in or blown that the body reacts and reacts well.
Good spectacle as we look out at Croke Park with the flags from the various counties. Meath, the green and the gold, the Tyrone flags. Just as equally good in numbers in terms of their comments around the field. Benny Hodge away down there, I see him way down the corner. He'll be collecting the photographs of this one. And no doubt there'll be photographs that will be cherished for a long time to come in the Tyrone girls when they look back on occasions like this year. To reach one All-Ireland final, amazing. To reach 2 in 2 years, well, that's some effort.
Just looking at the referee doing an unusual warm-up here, David. He's a bit like the Slaughtneil midfielder last week. He was wearing a shoulder on there for a minute and a half.
Well, he's short and weird. They will be making their way up from the stand there at the ground and towards the hill now. Yep, as I say, good colour, good spectacle, good occasion, and it doesn't matter whether there's 5,000 Croke Park or 85,000 in it. It's always a great place to come and play a game and come and actually view a game as well. But there's, say, between 10 and 15,000 already, I would say. No,
at this stage, I mean, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And again, it's worth pointing out that a lot of the Limerick and Louth people have probably decided after their particular game, that's it, they're heading off home. So, but it's over the course of the day and over the course of the 3 games, it's what they're looking for, that big, that magical 50,000 number, and hopefully today, because there's no doubt about it, but the appeal of the senior final as well, it's going to be a massive game, and you'll see a huge Dublin crowd and big Cork support coming in as well.
It makes its way back towards the Hogan stand, just along the 45-metre line on the hill 16 end of the ground. We're just a few minutes away now from the beginning of this All-Ireland Intermediate final. So much at stake for these girls this afternoon. A place in All-Ireland in senior football next year. I'm sure it's something that will really, really rise the opportunity. So much disappointment from last year that they reached the final and up against a very strong Tipperary side, a very athletic Tipperary side. We were here doing coverage of that. And let's hope today, fingers crossed, that they can get over the line against this impressive Meath side this afternoon. So Parade has just made its way along towards the 65-metre line, and Lee Woods breaks away from the Parade, followed up there by Shannon Lynch, and they break away for Tyrone being ahead of this game as well. I know all the ladies' games, whether it's a curtain raiser or not, they like to have a parade for all of the teams. No, it's not going to be any around the veil. No against waving or shaking his head beside me. So just the last few seconds, the last instructions have been issued. Jerry Moon making his way in there, and the last instructions have already been issued. The girls are going through their final ritual in terms of warm-up, and then we'll be up and ready to go for this All-Ireland intermediate final. A huge occasion to say it is for the girls from Tyrone and Meath this afternoon. So the Meath girls, they break away. They'll be defending the Hill 16 end in the opening half. The girls from Tyrone defending the Daffin end, and the last instructions have come from Lee Woods, or she's just about to issue the last instructions there as they will break away from the huddle in a second. The Meath girls taking their line out, and will soon be up and running for the 2018 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Final. And just looking through the two teams, no, I don't see any changes in terms of Tyrone personnel.
I don't think so, Damien. I'm just checking there. Tyrone are as selected. Keelan Conway's gone into fullback. John Barrett's come out to wing half. Emma Brennan's gone to...
A advantage in terms of the full forward there, Keelan Conway, isn't it?
Yeah, something of a height advantage certainly, but it's the old saying about the size of the dog and the size of the fight in the dog. And I mean, Keelan's she had a bad experience here last year in the All-Ireland final, so we're hoping to certainly put that one to bed today.
Well, the clock says 30 minutes, countdown clock in place here, and the game is on, up and running, and it's the Meath girls that are into possession very early on. It's a wing half forward, Ethan Cleary, that has it. She's racing forward, plays it out to the full forward, where the girl wearing number 14, Niamh Sullivan, peels out to the left hand side, back into the hands of Ethan Cleary. Cleary out towards midfielder Byrne. Byrne looks around, has an option there, and uses it, and now Meath are on the attack in the early stages of the game. A wing half back Megan Tyne. Back into the hands of Cleary once again. Cleary finds a bit of space out on the right for Gallagher. Gallagher with the early chance, but Gallagher maybe a touch of nerves out to the right of the post and wide. And the scoreline remains on the fact that it's still 0-0 in the early stage of this one, just 30 seconds old or so the game. But a bright start for the Meath girls.
Bright start indeed, Damien, and plenty of pace in that build up. Good ball out there now. The good kicker that's I mentioned about Shannon Lynch and the advantage that she has in terms of placing her kickouts. Good ball down the wing, looking for Gemma Begley. Gemma's out in front, wins it, first time of asking.
Yep, Gemma Begley has possession of the ball. She's giving it now to Emma Jane Gervin, crosses the 45-metre line, takes the soul out of it. Lovely little pass inside, gets the hands back on the ball once again. Emma Jane Gervin cutting across the 20-metre line, looking for options ahead of her. She might have won the free. Referee says play on. The kick went in from Chloe McCaffrey, but it's been blocked down.
Oh, quick tackle.
On it back, but Tyrone have won possession once again in towards Grania Rafferty. Grania Rafferty with the early chance for a score. That's hanging out to the right and wide on this occasion, and both teams now with a wide apiece.
Yeah,
but good tenacious tackling from the Tyrone forwards earlier.
Yeah, really good. I think it's very important that defensively that your forwards give you a hand out, but Grania Rafferty timed that just to perfection there, hand in, just possessed the Meath defender just as she was attempting to clear, and then capitalising. But there's a good workout or kick out strategy here for me that's allowed them to take possession.
Well, and Stephen Cleary, who's seen a lot of the ball already in the game, manages to win possession from Meath, and now she moves the ball forward out to this wing half back Gallagher, who had the first chance for a shot and goal, gives the possession out to Stacey Grimes. Stacey Grimes run across the 45-metre line. Now she's making an advance towards the goals, but it's been broken away from her. Niamh Woods picks up possession for Tyrone into the hands of Niamh Hughes. Niamh Hughes, pacey player, moves the ball forward once again, looks for an outlet pass and finds one that Woods to Emma Jean Gervin. Gervin picks up possession of the ball and heads towards the 45-metre line, still in possession of the ball, and then clips a little pass inside. She's looking for an inside pass, trying to get Grania Rafferty away, but unfortunately it's been broken up by the Meath girl on this occasion, and Meath can clear their lines out to this near side, the Hoganstown side of the field here in Croke Park. It's been picked up by Gallagher. She moves the ball forward once again. Lovely piece of defending that time from wing half back Emma Brannan. Right place, right time, right girl. It got now into the hands of Niamh Woods, who plays the ball forward immediately into the hands of Chloe McCaffrey puts the head down and makes good progress towards the 20-metre line, but the ball is stolen away from her once again. And a good sharp piece of defending there from the Meath.
Super play. The Meath defender recovered very well because Chloe McCaffrey had shown her a clean pair of heels there. But just, Damien, Emma Jane Gervin's attempted pass inside to Grania Rafferty there. Had she hit it a wee bit earlier, the chance was certainly on, but she delayed the pass, and Grania found the going just a wee bit tough.
Yeah, well, it's Meath in possession out to centre half back Shauna Ennis, who plays the ball now to her midfielder Moira O'Shaughnessy back to Ennis once again. Ennis moves the ball forward, and she's got an outlet pass in the wing half forward there. Ethan Cleary once again, who seems to be dictating the pace here from a Meath perspective into towards Grimes. Stacey Grimes across the 45-metre line, moves possession out towards the edge of the D. There might have been a free there, but it's got the full forward. So O'Sullivan's cutting in off the angle. O'Sullivan with a kick, and O'Sullivan with the opening score of the game, and Meath lead a point to nil, and we've got 3.5 minutes gone. And well, it was a good piece of build-up play from the Meath girls, a good score.
Yeah, again, you give them quality, or give them credit for the quality of the build-up, Damien, but also for the pace that they showed there. And I think that there was a chance of a foul possibly, and the free had the score not been taken. Anyway, Tyrone are back in possession.
Yeah, and it's Hughes that has possession of the ball, gives it across now, and here Tyrone go on the attack, looking to try and move possession deep into the heart of that Meath defence, into the hands of Begley. Begley picks up possession of the ball, looks around 45 metres away from goals, plays a neat little pass in towards Rafferty, who comes across the right hand side, picks it out, but again she's not happy with that one. It's gone out to the left of the post this time and wide, and the scoreline from a Tyrone perspective still on nil. Meath a single point.
Yeah, I think Grania Rafferty possibly could have done slightly better there. The chance was there to actually carry the ball, but she chose to shoot immediately, and that just probably wasn't the best option. Not a great kick from the Meath goalkeeper this time, and Niamh Hughes has picked it up.
Niamh Hughes is on it in a flash. She got possession of the ball. She's heading towards the 45-metre line. Dropped it momentarily, but gives it out towards Anya Canavan. It's or Lucretia Quinn rather. And Gemma Begley has it now into the hands of Gervin. Emma Jane Gervin back to Begley. What a wonderful move! It goes towards Hughes or Woods. Woods with a chance for the goal and got it. Super piece of football from Tyrone. Niamh Woods has got the opening goal of the game from Tyrone perspective. But it is the slickness of the move and that fast hands from a Tyrone perspective that has found the net. Niamh Woods with the goal.
Niamh Woods with the goal, but great credit there to Niamh Hughes, the way that she read that kick out, Damien, that she put pressure on the intended recipient for the kick out, and she capitalised on that, and that's where that move started, and that's what that led to the goal. But brilliant hands, quick hands from Niamh Woods, team captain. Brilliant to see it. Niamh Hughes foul there, and a free kick to the Meath girls.
Just the start Tyrone really would have hoped for in terms of getting the early goal in the game that gives them that 2-point advantage in the early stages of this one, and they're on the attack once again in possession of the ball. It's corner forward. Chloe McCaffrey comes out and wins possession. Now she's heading towards the 20-metre line once again. McCaffrey cuts in from the angle. McCaffrey right-footed kick is going to drop in short, however, into the goalkeeper's hands. Monica McGurk picks up possession and easily clears her lines out towards Megan Tyne right across the far side. She heads out towards the 45-metre line, now into the hands of centre half back Ennis. Shauna Ennis heads towards 65-metre line, but cuts across, gives it now to the wing half forward Stacey Grimes, who picks up possession once again for Meath. Meath looking to cut into this early Tyrone lead. A goal they've scored inside the opening 6.5 minutes of the game, Tyrone, and with one possession back once again in there. Anya Canavan picked it up, gave it out to, is that Gervin coming out? There was actually Emma McGrew coming out through the centre of the defence once again, launches a long ball into that inside forward line. Lovely little pass towards Chloe McCaffrey, and Chloe McCaffrey's kick goes in, and this time she's found the range over the bar, and Tyrone now lead a goal and a point to 1 point.
Yeah, lovely play there. That actually was Shannon McCarroll that come out there, Damien, and showed just the tenacious nature of her game and what makes her such an effective wing half back. But it was her strong run and pass to her clubmate Chloe McCaffrey, and McCaffrey fine finish. She gets her eye on, I'll tell you, she's one to watch.
Niamh Gallagher has it momentarily, gives it now towards the midfielder there, and Meath trying to work possession now out towards that midfield line, but they put under all sorts of pressure here. Tyrone put a real good press on them inside that 65-metre line. They got possession out over the 45 now. Meath making good progress in towards corner forward. Marion Farley looks for a crossfield pass, and she's got an option away over there, and it's the Meath girls that have possession now over the 45-metre line. Wing half back has it, Megan Tyne moving in. There's a chance here for wing half forward Cleary, and the kick goes out to the right of the post and wide. And the scoreline remains unaffected. A goal and 1 point for Tyrone, a single point for Meath. 7.5 minutes gone on the clock. Yeah,
and just watching here the restart. Yeah, good quality, good sensible restart from Tyrone. They're not just launching the ball down the middle. Meath, they're big, strong, physical, very good in terms of their handling skills. But Tyrone, that short, intricate play, build-up play that they have and Emma Brennan's just typified that lovely pass
Lovely
inside to
pass
Gráinne
from
Rafferty.
Brennan. Well, it just went over the head of Gráinne Rafferty, but picked up by the cornerback Orla Duff, who tidies up possession from a Meath perspective, moves it out towards the Niamh O'Sullivan, wearing 14 at her back, but playing very much in the half back line. Did a great job in moving up that sideline, and she's still in possession of the ball. Gives it out to the midfielder there, Katie Byrne, back into the hands of Byrne once again. Byrne moving across the field towards the edge of the D. Niamh Woods did very well turning her over there. How she managed to turn her over? She did very super tackling from Niamh Woods on that occasion. Just give Kate Byrne absolutely no option, and the referee says too many steps.
Yeah, you got to say you need your leaders, Damien, to step up in situations like that, and that's exactly what Niamh Woods did. Brilliant tackle, turnover, and Tyrone with a chance to break, and out comes Slánna McCarroll once again.
Slánna McCarroll moves
from
the
Gemma
ball
Begley
way into that inside forward line once again towards Gemma Begley. Peels out to the 45-metre line, looks around, Cusick's down side of the field, bounces it once, bounces it twice, moves the ball, takes a solo out of it, moves across there once again into the hands of Niamh Woods, Niamh Hughes rather. Niamh Hughes did very well.
Niamh Hughes on the ball now.
Chance here for Tyrone to get another goal. They've done it. Niamh Hughes with a goal. It was Anya Canavan actually that won the earlier ball. She played it off towards Niamh Woods, or Niamh Hughes rather, and Niamh Hughes finds the net. And what a super start from the Tyrone in this game. 9 minutes 10 seconds gone. They lead 2 goals and a point to a single point. Great piece of football from Tyrone, Gareth.
Great piece of football, Damien, and I suppose again well worth highlighting. The kick out wasn't just launched up the field, and the kick out was very controlled. Anya Canavan was involved in the move right at the start. The ball into Gemma Begley, great ball. Begley using all her experience, delayed, popped the ball. Not the greatest pass in the world, but Anya Canavan made a great job of it. And Anya then the final ball into Niamh Hughes, but the composure that she showed, Damien, was absolutely
superb.
superb.
Was brave going into the tackle, wasn't
she? She was indeed. She certainly was.
Yeah, and set up that opportunity for Niamh Hughes rather, and Niamh Hughes that has found the net for Tyrone. 2 goals and a point, to a single point now for Tyrone over Meath, and it looks like this Meath full back could be in all sorts of trouble here.
Oh, she is somewhat distraught there, Damien.
It's Even Cleary, because that's a huge blow for Meath.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Even Cleary had started the game absolutely superbly from a Meath perspective, and that's a massive blow for Meath.
Yeah, 25 Sarah Wall looks to be taking her place, but that's disappointing for Even Cleary, and disappointing for Meath to lose a player of that experience and that quality. I see, maybe, but she definitely isn't playing.
Yeah, it looks like she won't be playing any further part in the game.
Yeah, it's a sub.
Yeah, it's number 25 on the field. Sarah Wall has come on. The Dunboyne girl will require a bit of surgery in terms of who goes where. I think wing half back Megan Tyne's going to be pushed into that half forward line, or to try and operate it. But I have to say, even Cleary have made a fast start to the game in terms of from Meath perspective. But it just shows you the ruthlessness of these Tyrone girls when they go forward. You know,
no question about it.
When the goal's there, they take it on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the pace. Oh my goodness, Anya Canavan's gone. She just had to go over her ankle. Yeah,
there's no doubt. And here goes Meath on the attack. It's into the hands of Tyne. Tyne looking to try and grip it.
Look at Niamh Woods.
Niamh Woods in once again, superb tackle. And Slánna McCarroll moved possession on very quickly out towards Lucretia Quinn. Picks it up, launches it in first time towards Gemma Begley. Gemma Begley over there as we're looking down, and I have to say Anya Canavan in all sorts of pain down below us here on the left hand side. But here goes Gemma Begley, plays the ball back out, and it's into the hands of Lucretia Quinn once again. And 2 very influential players from both sides could be sitting on the sidelines very shortly, and the referee is indicated that he's going to stop play. He is going to stop play.
Anya Canavan's definitely gone, do you mean?
Yes, she's in all sorts of trouble. It looks like she's done her ankle, and she's very close to the Hogan stand sideline.
And she's had bother, but she's had bother with the ankle before. But that time she was just trying to adjust her feet, and I think the wee sidestep from the Meath defender caused her all sorts of problems, and no doubt about it. And the second that she hit the ground,
seems such an innocuous challenge as well compared to
the one that she just won the ball
earlier on. You could have seen if she come out of the other one with an injury, but she's going for the ball on this near sideline, and her afternoon is finished by the looks of it. They're waiting for the medical people to make their way over, but it looks from a Tyrone perspective that Anya Canavan, the Argyll Kieran, could be will be replaced here very shortly.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think, and they just explained to the referee what is the situation, and as Niamh Woods gets it. But again, Damien, there while that was happening, Niamh Woods, that defensive part of her game back inside, covering, dispossessed the Megan Tyne. Just when a chance, half a chance possible, you could say, was opening up, but great play. But Niamh Wood's been a good captain. She's just checking to see how Anya is, and the danger, of course, of treating a doctor is that she can self-diagnose and tell them exactly what the problem is.
You wouldn't want to give her more information than the physio knows.
Yeah,
knows,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'd say she knows herself what sort of position she's in, but well, she's back sitting up, which is a good sign.
No weight bearing just yet, but
there's no weight bearing, is right. So we will wait and see what the story will be. But in the meantime, it looks like Tyrone have been warming up. So she's back on her feet, which is good to see. But again, it's starting to put the weight on now. She'll know in a second or two. When she takes a slug into the water, that means from a Tyrone perspective, she thinks she's going to walk it out. Well, fair play to her. So she's.
Oh my goodness, she's a whole good. She's a whole good.
No, jump up and down it, but that's the problem there. I think whenever they try to put weight on it, she knows herself. She knows herself. Her afternoon's over, and yeah. She just knows rightly that she's going to have to make her way off the field. Meanwhile, the free's been taken across the far side. Here goes Niamh Woods in possession of the ball once again. Shrugs away the first tackle.
Lovely ball.
Pass to the outside. There's a chance here for Tyrone once again. Is that Imogen Girvan? Off the crossbar and back out into play. Oh, that could have been a third Tyrone goal in the opening 11 minutes of the game, though.
Oh, what a great move. What a brilliant pass from Niamh Woods. And you can see why Imogen Girvan isn't natural forward, Damien, because if she had kept that ball down, it was in the back of that. But a great effort and further great play from Tyrone, but they need to get the defensive shape sorted here now.
Yeah, certainly do. Swing half back Megan Tyne has it for Meath, going forward once again into the hands of Niamh Gallagher. Gallagher cross, but the pass is going astray and Tyrone are back in their hands once again. Slana McCarroll has possession of the ball out over the 45 metre line, takes a solo out of it, out towards the 65 metre line. Lovely little pass in towards is that
Gloria Rafferty?
Gloria McCaffrey in this out. Gloria Rafferty has it now for Tyrone, which is 40-50 metres away from goals. And it's now into the hands of Imogen Girvan after a nice pass from Lucretia Quinn. Once again, Imogen Girvan looks around. Lucretia Quinn's there in support. She wanted to maybe give it to
Gemma Begley,
but she moves it across towards Gemma Begley on the far side. Gemma Begley right beside the Cusick stand now. Tries to cut in from the angle once again. Shows great strength. Moves a couple of yards in. Has won the free, and that did the right thing on that occasion. Gemma Begley winning the free for Tyrone.
Niamh O'Neill is the sub. Damien is coming on for Anya Canavan, probably. Yeah, not a bad sub to have. They might just rejig things a wee bit round the edge of the square here and play her maybe closer to the goal, you know.
Yeah, so Niamh O'Neill has come onto the field. The Sperno girl is going into that inside forward line. Gemma Begley will have the free. She's about 15 metres in from the sideline. She's about 5 metres outside the 20 metre line. Not the easiest opportunity kicking in towards the goals, the Hill 16 end of the ground. She's going to go short with a lovely little pass.
Great ball, Emma Brennan.
Yeah, Emma Brennan turns inside on the right boot, and Emma Brennan's shot just goes out to the right of the post and wide. So a bit disappointed with that one, but it's Tyrone still at 2 goals and a point. It's Meath a single point.
Single point indeed, and Meath need to get the next score, you feel, but Tyrone they must keep the work rate up, they must keep the intensity up, they must keep the willingness to chase back. You see Chloe McCaffrey here who's got to track the runner. Yeah,
and the runner is Maura O'Shaughnessy. She's making great strides into the heart of that defence. It was Orla
Niamh Woods again.
Yeah, Niamh Woods once again tracking up and down the field and just getting away out of the tackles as well into the hands of Niamh Hughes out over the 45 metre line. Looks up ahead of her now, puts on the afterburners and just shows a clean pair of heels to the Meath girls. Plays the ball in towards Gemma Begley across the far side. Looks like Gemma Begley, I thought she'd picked up an injury there.
She got clipped in the ankle just.
Yeah, but a long ball in towards the edge of the square. There's a chance here for Tyrone once again. It's Grania
Rafferty. Yes!
Rafferty walks it into the net. And another goal for Tyrone, and it's 3 goals and a point now for Tyrone. It's a single point for Meath. There's almost 17 minutes gone, and Tyrone lead by 9.
Lead indeed, Damien, but again, credit Niamh Woods back there, put the pressure on the midfielder. She broke up, turned the ball over again, another brilliant bit of play defensively, and then punished him to the far side. But Niamh Hughes' run there, Damien, the pace that she showed, very, very important. But they're on the attack here now, Meath.
They're on the attack, and they've got possession of the ball to Vicky Wall, but she's been turned over, has she? Selena McCarroll sticking to her task once again, and look, they're running into a wall of Tyrone defenders every time they try to go forward. Meath have got possession now towards Kate Byrne. Kate Byrne making good progress. Kate Byrne is going to pull the trigger. The referee says she was fouled earlier, and it's going to be a free into Meath, who trail by 9 points after 17.5 minutes of the game. It's 3 goals and a point for Tyrone, a single point for Meath, and the free in now from the Tyrone perspective, or from the Meath perspective. will be taken by, looks like, wing half forward Stacey Grimes from the Central Town Club. She will take the free into the Dauphin end, and it's a relatively straightforward free, but nothing's relatively straightforward in an All-Ireland final, no.
I was just about to say that, Damien, but from a free kicker's point of view, it's not a bad one to get.
The ball is up and over the bar, and from a Meath perspective, they moved on to 2 points. Tyrone 3 goals and a point. It's Meath 2 points, and there's 18.5 minutes gone in the opening half.
18.5, and Tyrone restart. Not a great kick out this time from Shannon Lynch, and that's not exactly what you want to give these girls any sense at all of a comeback.
No, and they got possession through Neil Sullivan, the captain of the Meath side. She's racing forward, and she rips it in and out to the right of the post and wide. A really poor effort there in the end of all that great run from the Meath girls, but didn't work out in the end, and the kick out will be Shannon Lynch's very shortly.
Yeah, well, let's hope she learns a wee bit from that one, because that kick out just wasn't designed for a Tyrone midfielder, but this one looks to be better placed.
Yeah, she tries to find Niamh Goods, but she found Lucretia Quinn into the hands now of Emma McGrew. Played the ball forward, was it?
It was indeed.
It wasn't as good as passing, because it comes out to the near side, and it's been picked by the Meath girls once again, who have it on this wing half back now. Niamh Gallagher going forward once again, plays it towards corner forward Fiona O'Neill. Fiona O'Neill cutting in off the angle, plays it out towards the fullback Orla Lally, who's made great progress up the field of play once again. But look in there, working hard is
Emma Jane
Gervin, but almost turned it over, but didn't quite. Into the hands now of Neil Sullivan. Neil Sullivan kicked it in and leads it up to 3 points. Tyrone 3 goals and a point, Meath 3 points.
Yeah, and I had to say there, Tyrone had broken, and Emma Jane, I think it was actually Emma McGrew, where a hand pass was what was required. A foot pass there put Niamh O'Neill under serious pressure, and the ball was turned over. You've got to be a whole lot more careful in the distribution, Jimmy.
Yeah, you certainly do, as the kick will come out from Shannon Lynch once again. Tyrone in control of the game, 3 goals and a point to 3 points. Now making good progress up this near side. That's been given away to Slynn McCarroll, and it's into her opposite number there, Niamh Gallagher wearing 5. Plays, the ball goes forward. Meath won't overlap here if they want to use it into the hands of Fiona O'Neill. Fiona O'Neill racing forward for Meath, kicks it in and kicks it over the bar, and suddenly Meath has turned the screw here a bit, and they're getting into a game. They've moved up to 4 points. And it's now Tyrone 3 goals and a point, Meath 4 points. Yeah, but the last 2 points, the last 2 scores for Meath given away through poor distribution from Tyrone, and we had first Emma McGrew, and secondly there's Slynn McCarroll. Just the quality of the pass wasn't great, and it certainly didn't. There might be a tick here. The referee allows the play to continue, which is a good, sensible, common sense referee. Yeah, and it's Tyrone that have made the progress up the field. Emma Jane Gerville launches long ball in towards Gemma Begley. Caught it the first time of asking. Begley tries to turn inside once again. Lovely little pass to the inside forward lane, but gets away, and it's won the free. Actually, the referee had indicated there was going to be a free, and there was a free to Tyrone at about 30 metres out. It was Gemma Begley, I think, was fouled on that occasion, and it'll be Gemma Begley with the free, kicking up towards the Hill 16 end of the ground, and she will have the free just on the edge of the D. Yeah, she'd shoot her on the right foot. Fairly central position. Yeah, she'd shoot her in alright. She's a good strong kicker, and she'll certainly not lack confidence in it. The shot clock, or the stop clock on the left hand side, tells us there's 12 minutes and 35 seconds left on the opening half. That countdown clock, of course, stops when there's injuries from frees and so on, or stoppages in play rather. And it's Gemma Begley with the kick, and Gemma Begley with the score. It's Tyrone up to 3 goals and 2 points now. Meath on 4. Yeah, Gemma's first score of the afternoon. Fine score it was, well struck, well hit, because we talk about frees and how important they are, but when you get them the chance, you've got to punish the opposition, and that's exactly what Gemma did on that occasion. Yeah, Meath trying to work the short kick out across the far side towards Katie New, but her progress has been halted somewhat, and Meath just find it difficult to get it possession out over the 65 metre line, but they've managed to do so now. They've got it out towards the fullback there, Orla Lally, who seems to be progressing and moving up a wee bit further up the field. Long ball's been launched into the inside forward line once again, and it's been won there by Fiona O'Neill. Fiona O'Neill, the last point scorer, turns back inside once again. In fact, it was the wing half forward Stacey Grimes, I think, who's operating a bit further up the field to play. She appears to be indeed. Yeah. It looks like Meath with another free in. That of course they have a free in, and it's the referee has taken a wee note there. One of the Tyrone girls. Yeah, I think Emma McGrew there at that time, Damien, just the tackle was more than was required or allowed, and I think he just took a note of the name of the number. So it's a free to Meath, and the girl that has ball in hand is Stacey Grimes. She'll be hoping to move Meath up onto 5 points. Right footed kick from her, and it's through the post and over the bar, and these are up to 5 points. Tyrone 3 goals and 2, and we have 11 minutes to go in the opening half.
Yeah, and again, Damien, you're also concerned as the opposition starts to rack up a few scores. You don't want to be allowing them too much momentum or anything else, and the Tyrone just need to get a grip on this game and need to get the next score.
Yeah, with one possession in the midfield area, the Meath girls have got it now with Morrow Shaughnessy. Gives it out to this near side towards Kate Byrne. Kate Byrne back to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy looks ahead of her and has an outlet pass in there into the hands of Fiona O'Neill once again. Fiona O'Neill tries to flip the ball over the head of Emma Brennan, but it's been picked up brilliantly in there by was it Niamh?
No, Emma Brennan got it.
Emma Brennan back in there working hard from a Tyrone perspective into the hands of Niamh Woods. Niamh Woods goes to ground, wins a free, and a free out to Tyrone just 30 metres out or so from their own goals. Ball has been moved from Niamh Woods. Wasn't the greatest pass in the world, but it finds the hands of
Grania Rafferty.
Working hard from a Tyrone perspective. Gives it out to the midfielder Emma Jane Garvin. Now into the hands of Lucretia Quinn. The Argyll Kieran girl tries to carry it towards the halfway line. Manages to slip the pass out towards Niamh Woods once again. Looks around. Gives an option there to, once again to Lucretia Quinn. Lucretia Quinn outside of the boot. Long pass in, but it wasn't the greatest pass in the world. But Gemma Bigley's made the most of it. She's one possession for Tyrone. And here goes
Niamh O'Neill.
Niamh O'Neill racing forward, trying to get possession back into the Tyrone hands. She's managed to do so into the hands of Niamh Hughes with a kick, but it's a poor effort in the end, easily dealt with by Monica McGurk in the Meath goal. But there is a foul, or there's a free, or there's an injured player rather, just inside the 45 metre line, between the 45 and the edge of the D, and referee's asked the play to stop for a second.
Yeah, in situations like that, I suppose you just go over now and check to see that everything's okay, and the restart will be with an indirect free from Meath inside their own 20 metre line. But listen, Tyrone, you can just see where that fast start, Damien, they struggled to maintain it, but that's not surprising because Meath have started to come back into the game and they started to add on a few scores. But you just feel that Tyrone need to settle. They need to continue to play the way they did in that opening 10 minutes, spreading the play wide, getting that early ball, getting the support runners coming off the shoulder, and then when they get into the danger zone, really making those chances to pay, because there's plenty of space out there if they attack it properly.
Yeah, the Meath girls managed to get back to her feet. It's Orla Duff from D Rangers, and she is back on her feet once again. Tyrone girls back out the field waiting for this play to develop once again, and they lead in the game now, 3 goals and 2 points. Tyrone to 5 points for Meath. The Meath girls kick it out this near side out towards Orla Lally. Lally picks up possession of the ball now out over the 45 metre line. I think that's Megan Tyne that has it. It is indeed. She's cut out across the field now out over the 65 metre line. She's still in possession of the ball. Lovely pass off the outside of the boot once again towards Niamh Gallagher. And Meath making a bit of progress towards Marion Farley. Back in the hands of Niamh Gallagher. Back to Farley. Farley looks around, has an option outside her, and after a short pass inside, once again it's gone to Niamh Gallagher. Niamh Gallagher back in the hands now of Marion Farley. Her kick was a poor one, went way across the field and out over the end line and wide, and what promised to be a good move from a Meath perspective has ended up as a poor wide. Yeah,
probably just overdid the kick. Damien, it just wasn't the quality required, because the ball inside there was a one-on-one, and certainly there's the opportunity to maybe build on that and to get a score. But Niamh Woods is going to have to work hard if she's going to win this ball.
Yeah, and she hasn't managed to do so. It's Vicky Wall that picks it up from Meath, goes forward now once again into the hands of Megan Tyne. Tyne making good progress out towards the 20 metre line. Superb tackle from Emma Brennan. Got across there and takes away possession. Did brilliantly well now into the hands of Niamh Woods. Niamh Woods' pass has gone astray once again, and it's in now into the hands of the midfielder there, Kate Byrne. Kate Byrne making good progress. Kate Byrne still in possession of the ball, going forward. Another superb tackle, this time from was it cornerback?
No, Killing Conway there.
Killing Conway did superbly well on that occasion. But Tyrone living dangerously now.
They are indeed, and Grania Rafferty's got to win this ball. She hasn't won it. She's got to show a wee bit more urgency in when you're going for those balls.
It was Joanne Bard, I think, that won possession of the ball there from a Tyrone perspective. Did very, very well. Ball now into the Woods corner forward once again towards Fiona O'Neill. Fiona O'Neill picks up possession for Meath, plays it back out. Meath on the build once again, looking for the next score in the game. They've managed to get themselves well back.
Hughes, super play.
Super football from Tyrone. Gets possession now in there. Grania already picks it up, launches a long ball forward, looking for Lucretia Quinn, who's found a bit of space right beside the Hughes stand over on the far side. Picks up possession of the ball over the 45 metre line. making good progress, looking for Gemma Begley perhaps.
Chloe McCaffrey's the
pass. It gives it towards Begley. Begley looks around, looking for which she's looking to. I know she's trying to do there. She's trying to put a needle through a haystack there.
She was, but Niamh O'Neill was free. I know exactly, which is, it wasn't a bad idea. But in fairness to the Meath girl, she got back well.
Thread the needle rather, but it didn't work. There's no doubt that well, Tyrone have turned possession back over once again. It looks for Lucretia Quinn. Lucretia Quinn launches it in towards the edge of the square once again, bounces it over a couple of heads and into the goalkeeper's hands, and she can easily deal with it. Monica McGurk can play possession back out. Tyrone just leaving the one player up there, Noel, and well, I'm a bit surprised at that because there's plenty of options for them.
Yeah, the space in there. If they get a support runner coming, but the last couple of balls in Damien just haven't been of the quality required. Niamh O'Neill's a very useful target, but the ball must be a decent quality to give her any chance.
Had it momentarily for Meath, now into the hands of O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan launches it in towards O'Neill once again. O'Neill seeing a lot of possession of the ball, and Meath will get the next score in the game. They're up to 6 points, and well, the Tyrone lead is down to 5. It was 9 at one point.
Yeah, but again, it just shows you how important you got to make your chances tell. And there we kick the ball away again.
Yeah, Joanne Parse giving it away on this occasion. Out towards the substitute there, Sarah Wall. Meath run the attack, gives it now towards O'Shaughnessy. Looks around, plays the ball in, looks for full forward O'Sullivan. Sullivan back out the field to play once again. Gives it towards Fiona O'Neill. Fiona O'Neill has possession under spotter pressure from corner back Conway. And the referee says that's a legal pressure, and it's a free in to Tyrone, or for Meath rather, and suddenly we could be down to a 4-point game though.
4-point game again. That's how ladies football works, Damien. I'll tell you better still. If they were to get a goal, you just notice how the whole momentum will swing. But Tyrone have got to up. I mean, the work rate hasn't been as effective as it was in the opening 10-15 minutes. And Meath are slowly but surely come back into this game. And if they can get a couple of scores before half time, they'll go into the break full of confidence.
Yeah, certainly will. So they are eyeing up their 7th score of the game here. Tyrone with the 5 scores, but 3 of those were goals. And Meath are up to 7 points now. 3 goals and 2 points from Tyrone perspective. It's Meath with 7 points, and yeah, Tyrone just need to go into the half now with maybe another score or 2 just underneath their belt, just to so that they can say that the first half was certainly delivered in terms of scores or goals from their own perspective, but they'll not be happy that Meath have got themselves back in the contest into the hands of Emma McGrew now. Emma McGrew going forward. Tyrone in possession with Lucretia Quinn. So there's the ball out this near side. Still Lucretia Quinn looking for options up ahead of her. She's got 1-2 people in there in that inside forward line. Once again into the hands of Chloe McCaffrey. Good run from McCaffrey. Good kick from McCaffrey. It's high, it's hanging over and it's over the bar. Thrown up, got the next score in the game. 3 goals and 3 points now to 7 points, and that's exactly what was required from the Tyrone perspective. Yeah,
but they now need to put the press on here on the kick out, because they've got the 7 free all the time, and they're allowing me to start with possession pretty easily, I feel, each time.
Yeah, the ball has been kicked out once again out towards Megan Town, who's seen a lot of possession from Meath in this opening half. Still in possession of the ball, gives it back into her own defence, and it's now a kick that's gone out this near side, but it should be won by Niamh Hughes, and it is. Niamh Hughes picks up possession of the ball over the 45-metre line. Still Hughes puts the head down, lovely little pass inside towards O'Neill. O'Neill with a kick, but that one is a poor effort out to the right of the post and wide. And with 3.5 minutes to go before the half-time hooter, it's Tyrone that lead 3 goals and 3 to Meath, 7 points.
7 points indeed, and Meath, this is better. Tyrone putting a bit of pressure further up the field. Very important. It gives them time to regroup at the back. They've got to track the runners, however, once they break from the back.
Yeah, but away. Yeah, Meath have possession. They're over the 65-metre line. They're heading into the heart of that Tyrone defence out towards Fiona O'Neill. You've seen a lot of ball this opening half. Fiona O'Neill cuts back inside once again. Oh, a superb tackle from Conway coming across. It was Keelan Conway. Yeah, superb tackle. Yeah. That is textbook tackling from the Tyrone girls, and they've turned possession over. Fiona O'Neill's causing damage in there.
She is, Damien, but again, in fairness, there's quality ball going into her. It's nice and low, was into the spaces that she's running into. It's very difficult to get out in front all the time, but once you have to covering defenders, or at least getting back and doubling up, it makes the job slightly less challenging. But on that occasion there, it was Keelan Conway who got back, just put her hand across and dispossessed, and when the ball broke, Emma Brennan was very, very quick to the break ball, but she was pushed and seemed to damage her knee, I think, as she went down there. Hopefully she's able to continue, but with 2 No, 2 minutes 31 seconds. Then the clock stopped there. Hopefully she's able to continue.
Yeah, just 2.5
Emma
minutes.
McGrew, actually.
Emma McGrew is down. We can see on the big screen down on our left hand side. She's receiving a wee bit of treatment, and the Tyrone support were more than happy with the first half return. Tyrone 3 goals and 3 points. That's 12 up over Meath 7 points. And referee just checking out something with Vicky Wall there. Is she going to book her? Is he going to book? Sorry, is he going to book her? No, he's not. He just elects to have that conversation, and then we're going to restart possession deep inside the Tyrone half of the field. And they've got it, and the long ball is thumped across towards Comey, but it's been broken up, and it's Megan Tyne that has it once again. Megan Tyne heading forward from Meath. Meath plays it back out the field to play towards O'Shaughnessy, or in towards O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with a kick, O'Sullivan with a score. Yeah, no, off the crossbar, back out into play. Tyrone have survived that one. Emma Jane Gervin was alert to it, plays it out the far side, and Tyrone can build it out once again. Is that Niamh Woods over there?
Again.
Working hard for Tyrone. Plays it back to this near side towards Brennan. Brennan thumps it over towards Hughes. Hughes heads over the 65 metre line, clears the lines, and then great run from Hughes. She's running right into the heart of this Meath defence. She's looking for options around her now. She's found one in Rafferty. Rafferty plays it towards Emma Jane Gervin. Emma Jane Gervin cutting in. There's a chance here for Tyrone for O'Neill. O'Neill with a shot. O'Neill with a goal. Top left hand corner. And that was superb football from Tyrone. They turned defence into attack. And bang, bang, bang. It's in the top left hand corner of the net. 4 goals and 3 points now for Tyrone. 7 points for Meath.
Yeah, 20 seconds. You were saying the ball just come off the post. Chance for Meath, and suddenly bang, 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 as you say. But that run from Niamh Hughes, absolutely brilliant. But a great pass
but
inside.
The run from Emma Jane Gervin. Emma Jane Gervin right. Was the girl that caught the ball off the post, and she provided the last pass for the goal.
She did indeed. Brilliant play by Emma Jane, a hard worker. But Tyrone, you get back here now, close off the space.
Yeah, and it's Lena McCarroll that's across to tidy up possession once again from a Tyrone perspective. They
ball inside here now,
45 metre line, and they've got possession out over the 65 metre line. They're on the attack now through Niamh McGurr. Niamh McGurr, the McCartan's girl, heads over this 45 metre line looking for a pass towards Gemma Bigley. Gemma Bigley did very well to pick up possession. Shows great strength in getting away there, holding on to possession. Lovely pass to the outside once again, out towards Chloe McGaffrey. Chloe McGaffrey's kick goes in, and it goes out to the left of the post and wide, unfortunately. And with 30 seconds to go in the opening half, Tyrone 4 goals and 3 points. That's 15 points over Meath 7. And I see a shot of Jerry Moan. He'd be slightly more relieved after the last few moments than he would have been for probably the last 10 minutes previous.
Well, certainly I don't doubt he'll be a wee bit happy, but he'll just be hoping that the girls can keep the concentration now and make it to half time.
Yeah, 10 seconds to go to the break, and Meath have possession just down below us here. I don't think they'll be able to organise a score to this one, but you just never know. Ball away across into the cornerback area, and was picked up by Joanne Park, and there goes the header at half time, and Tyrone lead 4 goals and 3 points at the break to 7 points for Meath as they make their way off under the Cusick stand on the far side of the field. More than happy with the first half performance, no?
Yeah, very happy with the first half performance. I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, fatigue is a factor in these games, and the girls worked exceptionally hard in the opening 10 minutes. And they probably Meath come back in. That's always going to happen in football, but I mean, it's very important where you can that you get back and deny goal scoring opportunities. Tyrone have done that very well, and then when they have attacked in previous games, I was not always critical, but thought that at times that they could have done better in terms of finishing goal moves, goal chances. In this occasion there, I think we have had 5 chances of goals, we've taken 4, so you can't complain.
Certainly not. We're just going to take a wee break here. We'll go off air for the next 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll be back on air to bring you full second half coverage from here in Croke Park. In the meantime, we'll just leave you a bit of the atmosphere around Croke Park, and join us again in about 10 minutes, so we'll bring you full second half coverage. Board here at the start of this second half to get themselves back into this encounter. Noel McGuinness just to rejoin us once again. Noel, get your breath back.
Yeah, just get my breath back, and have to say, Damien, quick chat there with a couple of court men inside. They're in confident mood.
And here goes Niamh Woods to the centre, a chance for a goal. Niamh Woods has found the net for Tyrone. Perfect start to the second half from a Tyrone perspective. They're up to 5 goals and 3 points to lead 5 goals and 3 points to 7 points for the Meath girls, and Tyrone have started off the second half where they finished their first.
Yep, Niamh Woods, that's her second goal of the game. Brilliant run. She really has played captain's part in this game so far.
brilliant finish from Niamh Woods. Ball into the hands of Emma Gervin once again, into the hands of Lucretia Quinn. Lucretia Quinn looking for an option inside. Has one in O'Neill. O'Neill with a kick, and O'Neill with a score. And Tyrone are up to 5-4 now to 7 points. They are starting to regain control of this game. They had momentarily lost it in the last 10 minutes of the first half, we think. But 19 points to 7 now. 5 goals and 4 points to 7 points. And they're now only 27.5 minutes away from senior football and an All-Ireland title in 2018.
Yeah, indeed, Damien, but you have to remember that's how they started the first half, and Meath came back into it, and there's no doubt about it that unless they keep the work out of us, brilliant play by the big centre half forward Vicky Wall, absolutely amazing football, but brilliant play too by Emma Jane Gervin, who did very, very well to prevent her from breaking through. And now we have Wall again, lovely ball down into the corner looking for Fiona O'Neill, the girl that you mentioned, Damien, and the threat that she possesses.
Yeah, but Tyrone have dealt with it once again, come out of there with Emma Jane Gervin.
No, you're right, Emma Jane Gervin.
Emma Jane Gervin made good progress up the field to play up towards that
Lucretia Quinn.
Cusick stands out of the field. Lucretia Quinn moving back inside once again, and Tyrone can move possession further up the field to play. They're still in possession of the ball, Tyrone, but they've given it away now, and Meath can pick it out, and they'll be hoping that they can bite back into this Tyrone lead, but the Tyrone lead has moved out to 12 points. And that's exactly the start of the second half that Jerry Moore would have been hoping for now.
Exactly right, Damien. Good start, fast start, making sure that nothing's conceded in terms of big scores. But they've got to get back here now and continue the work rate. And Grania Rafferty there, big push from her. But
super score from Fiona O'Neill has moved Meath up onto 8 points. And now the lead's down to 11 once again. But when you say you're given an 11-point lead in an All-Ireland final, you really would be taking it every day of the week.
Well, I remember us having a 9-point lead one time, but that's a different story.
Oh, we'll not discuss that. Not in this venue. Ball into the hands of Niamh O'Neill. Niamh O'Neill looks like, she's going to try and solo the ball, but she got her pocket picked on that occasion. And once again, Niamh O'Sullivan has possession now for Meath, just down below us here. Hogan stands out of the field, making good progress, but Niamh McGuire sticking to her task well. Putting her under a lot of pressure, still sticking to her task. Did brilliantly well there, and was very fortunate to give away the free. But good work from Niamh McGuire.
Niamh McGuire is just one of those really tenacious, sticky defenders, and the referee just taking a wee note of the number and telling her next time it's going to be a yellow card. And Tyrone really can't consider that at all as enough. But I mean, Niamh O'Neill there, Damien, really, she should have showed a wee bit more composure on the ball that time. And allowed. John Barrett has tripped in most inopportune moment.
Yeah, and Tyrone are having to do a bit of defending, but ball has gone out over the sideline or the end line and wide. So Tyrone survived that last attack.
Fifth wide of the game. I mean, first in the second half, and survived that last attack. Heat to start to play a role in there now in terms of sapping the energy, but Emma Jane Gervin certainly is a player the minute who seems full of energy and endeavour.
She's playing in there corner back now for Tyrone, and she's gets to her feet, she's knocked over, and she will win the free out. But her energy levels up and down the pitch, Noel, she's such an asset to this Tyrone side.
Undoubtedly, Damien, absolutely top class footballer, real quality, good in the ball, good passer, and her feet have started to improve too in terms of shooting. But anyway, that one's gone down the wing. The linesman down the far side says it's gone over the line, and
line ball to
Meath.
Yeah. And they take it very quickly, move it out towards the midfielder there, and they've got possession now, trying to get it out over the halfway line, but under spotter pressure.
Niamh Hughes again.
Hughes working hard for Tyrone once again. Chloe McJaffrey will not will wake up tomorrow morning with a sore head, and it won't be from the celebrations tonight.
No, indeed, that was a tough challenge there. 20 for 5, Damien.
Yeah, 20 for 5 on the Meath side, so that's quite surprising. Niamh Gallagher has been replaced.
And I think she might have picked up a wee knock.
Yeah. Leahy is the girl coming on to replace her, and with 23 minutes gone, 23 minutes to go rather in the second half. Meath starting to ring the changes just down below us here. Their manager Eamon Murray trying to freshen up the side. I'll have to say the men down to our right hand side here: Jerry Moan, Barry Grimes, Damien Corrigan, Colin Sheridan and Liam Swift will be more than happy with the way things are going.
Yeah, well, the only thing they'll be concerned about is just that the few times that Meath have managed to build on the top or on the back of a couple of pieces of poor distribution. But I mean, overall, I think the work rate's been good. The intensity levels are brilliant, and the finishing. I mean, sitting with 5 goals at this stage of the game, brilliant performance.
Tyrone can work possession win once again. They've got into the hands of O'Neill. O'Neill tries to play the ball quickly towards McCaffrey. McCaffrey turns onto the right boot. McCaffrey's shot goes up, but it's gone out to the right of the post and wide. And another wide for Tyrone. But they're in control of the game. They lead 5 goals and 4 points to 8 points over Meath. And sometimes you look at the score lines in terms of scores returned. Tyrone just one more score than Meath, but the goals tell the difference. Once again, Tyrone have possession now through Gemma Bigley. Nice crossfield pass to this near side that should fall into the hands of O'Neill, and it does. She turns back inside once again, gives it out to Chloe McCaffrey. McCaffrey pass to McQuinn, back into the hands of O'Neill once again. Kick this up high, hanging in the air. Is it dropping short? It's dropping over the bar. Super point from a Tyrone perspective. 5-5 to 8 points now the lead, and we are 23 minutes away from the final whistle. Kick out goes out, and now O'Neill to Niamh Hughes across there to try and win it, but it's been taken away from her by Megan Tyne. Megan Tyne moving the ball forward into the hands of Orla Lally. Put under severe pressure from Gervin once again, but the referee says that's illegal pressure, and it's going to be a free to Meath.
Once again, Emma Jane Gervin, Damien, very hard working, very industrious.
Yeah, Meath trying to move the ball just along the ground, just anywhere will do at the minute, trying to clear their line. Sarah Wall had it momentarily. It's now with the midfielder there, Kate Byrne. Kate Byrne trying to make a bit of progress forward, but she's put under so much pressure. The hassle that she's been put under by those Tyrone defenders, and it was picked up by Joanne Barrett, who in turn has further on out the field now into the hands of Conway. Conway has possession of the ball now, gives it now towards Niamh Hughes. Hughes launches it first time right down into the heart of the defence, but or the attack, but it's the Meath defence that have won possession there, and they take it out towards O'Shaughnessy.
Vicky Wall in possession, strong run from her, but back comes Emma Jane Gervin, pushing her out to the left.
Still has possession of the ball, kicks it in, and it kicks it out to the left of the post.
No, good score.
Through the post over the bar. Meath are up to 9 points, but they trail by 11 at this stage in the game. 5-5 to Tyrone, 9 points to Meath, and Tyrone, well, she's shown a ruthlessness in front of the goals. When the goal opportunities have arisen, they have went and taken it, and it's now Emma Brennan that races on to possession of the ball towards the 65-metre line, launches in first time in towards Niamh O'Neill. Niamh O'Neill turns back inside once again towards Begley. Begley back towards O'Neill. O'Neill trying to shuffle through the tackles, and she does so. Left for a kick from O'Neill. Has she got the range? She has indeed. Super score from O'Neill, and it's now 5 goals and 6 points for Tyrone, 9 points for Meath.
Yeah, again, Niamh O'Neill starting to find her rhythm. She's starting to find the accuracy that was sort of had been missing in the first half. But again, work rate's key, and these girls are certainly starting to feel the pressure of the work rate now in the second half as Tyne comes forward.
And Megan Tyne has it. She gives the ball in towards Fiona O'Neill, but it's been taken away from her.
Brilliant.
Emma Mulgrew across, brilliant tackle from her once again, but she's been turned over, and Meath have possession, and they're looking dangerous here, trying to move forward. Super block in there, but here goes Tyne through the centre once again. Tyne with a shot, Tyne with the score over the bar. Goal opportunity presented itself, but it wasn't taken. And in fairness to Shannon Lynch in the Tyrone goal, she made herself big, and Tyne was under pressure just to get the finish.
Yeah, and who was it back in there once again? Emma Jane Gervin.
Yeah, Emma Jane Gervin, the looks of it. And she has possession away across the far side. Is that right? No, yep. Yes, she has it, but was that Niamh Woods over there?
Niamh Woods, indeed, yeah. The referee's going to have a wee word here, I think, yeah. He's stopping the clock. He's going to have a, looks like a card, possible offence here.
Yeah, it does indeed. And the free will be Tyrone's very shortly.
The last thing the
countdown clock says 19
minutes
50 seconds. Sin bin for the Meath girl, and it's the number 8,
Maura O'Shaughnessy,
who's coming off the field to play, and she can be she has to sit in the bin for 10 minutes.
19:57, so she'll be back again at 9:57, and they're down a player. and Tyrone have possession.
You have indeed. It's picked out by Keelan Conway. Back to the hands of Woods. Woods over this near side into the hands of Slana McCarr. Looks around and has Niamh Woods once again there in support over the 65, heading to the opposite 65, still in possession of the ball. Looks to bring in Emma Jane Gervin. Emma Jane Gervin looks up ahead of her. She has a willing runner, and that's Niamh O'Neill, is it? It is indeed Niamh O'Neill. Left footed kick from her once again, but that one's going to go to the left of the post and wide. And the umpire, we're still waiting on the umpire to make a decision.
Yeah, they're going to have to maybe look at Hawkeye here.
And is Hawkeye in operation?
Yeah, it's looking at Hawkeye, yeah.
It appears that it is in operation today, so we'll take another look at this one. There's been no decision taken by any of the umpires.
And 2 umpires were
they were having a chat about how things were going.
Wide, yeah.
Left foot wide, yeah. No doubt about it. So Hawkeye says Neil and left as we look out here from our vantage point up here in level 7. And Meath once again have possession of the ball. Wing half back there. Sarah Wall had it. She gives possession, or she's got possession at the near side, trying to make a bit of progress up the field of play. It's the corner back Katie New, but she was fouled. The referee says free to Meath.
Yellow card coming here for Niamh O'Neill.
Yeah. Strange one.
Yeah, no, he's warned her 2 or 3 times about the tackling.
Niamh O'Neill looks like she's going to the bin for a few minutes. Once again, the referee has checked the paperwork, and off she goes. So yeah, sin bin for 10 minutes, and both sides are down to 14 players.
Yeah, the interesting thing there was the number of steps that the Meath defender took before any decision was made, and but anyway, we'll not worry too much.
So it's Megan Tyne has it. Megan Tyne goes short towards Niamh O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan coming out the field of play once again for Meath. Carries it over the halfway line. Tyrone 5 goals and 6 points. Meath 10 points. It's Tyrone coming across to win possession of the ball once again in the shape of Slana McCarl. Lovely long pass down the field of play towards Grania Rafferty. There's an ocean of space out in front of her. Rafferty carries possession in now towards the 20-metre line. She's got Gemma Begley out to her left. She wants to use her in case, but she brings in Gervin. Gervin moves it to Lucretia Quinn. Lovely turn in from Lucretia Quinn, but she's dropped possession of the ball at the bad time, and back towards Gervin. Gervin with a kick, and Gervin with the wide. Out to the right of the post and wide. The scoreline remains unaffected. It's still Tyrone 5 goals and 6 points. It's Meath 10 points.
Indeed, and I think a wee bit more quality in terms of pass there. You mentioned Gemma Begley was just inside. Should have been found. Should have been used, and Tyrone would have had a great chance of another goal. As it was, poor pass given, and Meath managed to get the players back and close them off.
Did indeed, and it's Tyrone that have to do a bit of defending now. Niamh Hughes working hard to try and win possession back, but Orla Lally did very well, racing forward from Meath's perspective. She's got possession now into the hands of Farley. Farley, this could go to Wall. It does indeed. Wall moving in from the sideline, or from the side, the left-hand side of the pitch, into the hands of wing half forward Stacey Grimes. And Grimes' kick goes through the bar, through the post over the bar, and it's up to 11 points now, Meath, and they trail by 10.
Trail by 10 indeed. 17.5 minutes just left, and a change coming in the Tyrone team. Lucretia Quinn being replaced by Maria Canavan.
Yeah, so Maria Canavan on the field of play. Reminder that Anya Canavan had to go off early in the opening half. She turned her ankle just down in front of the Hogan stand here, and no doubt the blow for Meath was the loss of Evie Cleary early in that in the game as well. She was causing Tyrone a wee bit of angst early on, but had to go off inside the opening 10 minutes. Ball out, bouncing around midfield once again. Tyrone have possession of the ball, and it's now into the hands of Emma Jane Gervin, is it? To play the ball forward into the corner forward slot, and it's set now into the hands of Canavan. Canavan gives it out once again. Canavan turns back inside, gives it now towards Grania Rafferty. Rafferty with a kick, and Rafferty with the wide. Another wide for Tyrone, and another game. These might be costly, but Tyrone.
No, they could play them yet, Damien. That's 9 wides. Very casual, careless shooting at times there. Just taking the wrong option in terms of passing and shooting. And Maria Canavan that time, good pass back inside, but honestly I think she'd been better off going herself. And Niamh McGarry, brilliant play once again.
Brilliant tackling, brilliant defending once again. It's towards Emma Jane Gervin, transfers it on now towards Maria Canavan. Canavan left footed kick in towards Gemma Begley. Begley turns onto the right boot, Plays the ball across the field to play in towards Rafferty, is it?
Yeah, indeed.
Ball
Good
up
Gary,
and over the bar, and she's got the score. 5 goals and 7 points now for Tyrone. 11 points for the girls from Meath. Tyrone ease the lead back out to 10 again.
Yeah, good play, well done, excellent. That's 11 points out, Damien, isn't it? Yeah.
Sorry, 11 points. The score hadn't just went up on the board. 5-7 to 11 points. Tyrone lead with 16 minutes left to go in the game. Meath have possession down in front of us here, but leave Woods to work on a cross hard to try and win possession back from a Tyrone perspective, but it gets now, it goes to Stacey Grimes. Stacey Grimes goes towards the 45 metre line. Has Megan Tyne there. Tyne moving forward once again, trying to get a shot in, but she's closed down by Selena McCart. It's been won by Meath through Marion Farley. Farley turns back inside once again, trying to get space, but it's not there. Orla Lally has it, trying to go through the centre once again. Turns back inside to try and break through a Tyrone tackle.
Oh, what a bit of work.
Is absolutely superb.
Selena
McCart once again working hard from a Tyrone perspective, but how well she gave away a free there?
No, it's a throw up ball.
It's a top ball. Yeah, it is a hot ball. And she's had a superb game, Selena McCart.
Yes, indeed. Emma White, Damien, number 21, is coming on there for the 15, Fiona O'Neill, and this will be a throw up between Niamh Woods and, I would imagine, Vicky Wall. So Tyrone need to be sharp to the break ball here, and just looking where Niamh Hughes is, if she can just get herself a wee bit closer.
Ball is up. It's been won by Wall, or has it? Her ball is broken free. It's gone now towards fullback Lally. Lally with a kick, and Lally with the score, and Meath are up to 12 points. Tyrone 5 goals and 7. Meath on 12 points. Same number of scores, but the 5 goals for Tyrone making all the difference.
Yeah, goals are key scores in these matches, Damien. But again, when just looking at the movement, Emma Jane's away out that wing, and she needs to be careful because Tyne is right back on her. Yeah, free out, I beg your pardon.
Yep, pushing it back there that time, and Emma Jane Kervin just inside between the 45 and 20 metre line, over towards the Cusick stand side of the field. We'll have time to look round and play the ball now towards Niamh Hughes, out over the 45 metre line. Looks around, back into the hands of Gervin. Gervin brings in
Emma McGrew.
Emma McGrew out towards the 45 and now into the hands of
Selena
McCart. Long ball launched down into the heart of that Meath defence, but across comes Maria Canavan. She bounces the ball once, gives it into towards wing half back Brennan, back into the hands of Canavan. Maria Canavan looking for
lovely ball,
perhaps lovely pass inside. There's a chance here for another Tyrone goal, but it goes over the bar from the boot of Grania Rafferty, and Tyrone have hit 5 goals and 8 points now to 12 points for Meath. And with 14 minutes to go, we're on the countdown to an All-Ireland title. No,
they're going well, Damien, in the minute. But I mean, the thing here, and I'm sure that's what Jerry Moore will be hoping for, is that a team can match Meath now, score for the remainder of the game, and not concede any goals, because you don't want to give them any hope at all.
That's right. It's now in the hands of the wing half forward there, Emma White for Meath. She's got possession of the ball and she's racing in towards the 20 metre line, kicks it in and kicks it over the bar, moves Meath up to 13 points. And you've got the feeling that it's been hugely important that Tyrone have been so ruthless in front of the post in terms of goals, because this Meath team really haven't gone away when it comes to kicking points.
They certainly haven't. They've had some good scores. Maria Canavan rushing to take this one here.
Yeah, Maria Canavan did very well to win possession out near the home stand. And Maria Canavan has possession of the ball. She's racing in towards the 20 metre line, towards the 13 metre line. Still Canavan in possession of the ball. Lovely little pass towards Gemma Bigley, and that is it. Game, set and match now for Tyrone. 6 goals and 8 points to 13 points for Meath. But that one's made in Errigal Kieran, finished in Carrickmore.
No question about it. What a brilliant ball down the wing from Niamh Woods. Maria Canavan had to work hard to win it, but then you just see the skill and the vision, and the pass them in absolutely top class. But great finish from Gemma Begley, composure personified.
They've been very composed, Tyrone, in front of the post this afternoon. 6 goals and 8 points to Meath, 13 points, and Meath trying to come back at them once again through Orla Lally over the 45 metre line, gives it to centre half back Shauna Ennis. Shauna Ennis has an outlet pass, trying to race through. There's a chance for a goal here. Can they get the score? No, it's been dropped at a bad time from a Meath perspective. Emma White gave it back out. Once again, it's been kicked over the bar by Lally, and he's moved Meath up onto 14 points. 6 goals and 8 points for Tyrone, 14 points for Meath. The gap is now 12.
Gap is now 12. I have to say, I've been hugely impressed with Orla Lally, Damien. She has led by example both in defence and in the attack, and her work rate has been absolutely superb. Niamh Woods needs to be careful here. Well done.
Woods did well to win possession back for Tyrone. Gives it up the field of play once again. Emma Brennan's coming racing across to try and win it, and she's done so brilliantly well. Plays the ball in towards Gemma Begley, comes out towards the Hogan stand side of the field. Begley goes to ground, lost her feet, but has she managed to win possession back? She's done very well, Gemma Begley. Takes it on now, gives it towards Emma Jean Gervin, who's up the field to play in support all the time. Gives it now back inside towards Begley. Begley carries it out towards the 13-metre line. No shot from there, so has to recycle the ball back in towards the middle again, but has it been won by Tyrone hands? It has indeed. Emma Brennan shovels it on towards cornerback McGurr. McGurr on now towards Chloe McCaffrey. Chloe McCaffrey's kick was blocked down, and with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game, it's Tyrone will have to do a bit of defending as Meath come on the attack. They've scored 14 points in the game, but 6 goals and 8 points for the Tyrone Girls. Turnover ball once again. Who is it?
Selena
McCarroll. Once again wins possession back from a Tyrone perspective. Goes it on towards Gronder Rafferty is fouled. Selena McCarroll has been fantastic.
She's fantastic. She's a good season.
Great
really has.
And a super season. Yeah, but we've been watching the games, the build up to this one, and she always has put in a strong performance.
She certainly has, and again, very, very modest young girl, but a real competitor. Chance here for Grania Rafferty, who's starting to really get into this game. Yeah, back towards Maria Canavan. Maria Canavan left for a kick. She looks happy with that one, but it's gone out to the right of the post. Umpire nearly ended up on his backside there, but it's a away ball. And with 10 minutes 19 seconds to go in the game, it's Tyrone in control. 6 goals and 8 points to 14 points for Meath. That's 26 points to 14, and Meath on the attack once again. And this girl Orla Lally comes forward once again, showing great pace and tenacity. Gives the ball now to Vicky Wall. Vicky Wall trying to race to the centre, but her shot's blocked. Great save in the Tyrone goal by Shannon Lynch, and turns it out for 45. Good piece of goalkeeping. Brilliant, absolutely superb. It'd be very easy just for a lapse of concentration there, but she kept her eye on the ball. Good piece of defensive work. Tweet Keelan Conley got back just to put the pressure on, and as Vicky Wall pulled the trigger there, great save. Both hands to it. Yeah. Castleberg represented in 2 All-Ireland finals in 2 days. 2 goalkeepers. And both of them doing the business. Yeah, Kieran Leonard was superb yesterday. I have to say, I just got a text from today to thank us for our work yesterday. Well done to Kieran and the boys. Really brilliant. Yeah, Emma Haggerty on the field of play. Chloe McCaffrey has made her way off. Yeah, well, certainly you're not losing anything here in terms of experience, because Emma Haggerty is a very experienced player. Yeah, she certainly is, and she'll bring loads of energy to the last 9.5 minutes of this game. The 45 has been taken by Stacey Grimes. She chips it in, but it's been won by Tyrone once again, and it's Joanne Barrett. The Drumragger comes out with possession once again. Gives the ball now out to an odd Drumragger Woods and moved back out towards Barrett, but it's been taken away from them. Kate Byrne comes across, or Mauro O'Shaughnessy came across, one possession back for Meath, and now Meath can build possession back up the field of play once again. But inside forward pass, Niamh Woods comes across, blocks that run from O'Shaughnessy. It's now in the hands of Lally. Lally tries to play the ball forward. Tyrone trying to come across to cut down all the space and the angles, but there's a Meath girl over on the far side that's cutting in from that right hand side. There's a chance here for a shot and goal. Gone in off the crossbar, back out into play. Meath very unlucky not to get the point, but and it ended up with a wide. Yeah, I don't know whether Shannon Lynch got her fingertips to that or not, but by the way, Meath and now Tyrone are back to 15 players, and another change coming in the Meath team. Yeah, there'll be a couple of changes coming late in the game here, no doubt, but it's looking good from a Tyrone perspective now. What's this? I tell you what, that was a brilliant save from Shannon Lynch to turn it onto the crossbar. We thought it was a pile driver shot that hit the crossbar, but Shannon Lynch did brilliantly well there. Oh, fantastic. Really well. She's matched Kieran Leonard. Kieran had 2 outstanding saves yesterday that we talked about, and Shannon Lynch has done the same. 2 brilliant saves in an All-Ireland final. Hopefully, no disrespect to Kieran in the 40s, but I'm hoping that the girls don't get the same result as they did. Well, 8.5 minutes to go. They lead by 12 points in the game. It's looking pretty good from a Tyrone perspective. Niamh Woods has possession of the ball, gives it out towards Emma Jean Gervin. Gervin moves the ball on out towards Emma Haggerty. Haggerty over the 65-metre line, still in possession of the ball. Bounces it once, looks back inside, has support there. And who is it? Only Emma Jean Gervin, always there for support. Plays the ball back out the field of play once again. On to Niamh Hughes. Hughes moves it out into now towards Shannon McCarroll, but
yeah,
not a good ball.
Launched it in, but poor pass in the end, and it goes astray. Meath pick it up through Kate Byrne, or through O'Shaughnessy rather. O'Shaughnessy moves it on out towards Lally. Lally has an outlet pass there, and Meath coming on the attack once again. And it's the number 17, Blatting Keogh. Blatting Keogh comes forward once again. And
What's the
Meath
tackle
have a
coming?
chance here for a goal. It's gone in, and it has gone for a penalty. It has indeed. Cheap enough penalty at the end of all that, but it's going to be a penalty to the Meath girls. And it was the number 20 that was fouled in the end, even Leahy. And an opportunity for Meath late in the game here, and the penalty is going to be taken by Stacey Grimes by the looks of it. And well, we have 7.5 minutes to go in the game, and Meath have got themselves a penalty. Tyrone lead by 12.
Tyrone lead by 12. Once again, ball turned over, and Tyrone pushing, possibly at this stage pushing too far. I'd be inclined to sit and put a couple of lanes of 4 across there, Damien, to make sure that what we have we hold. Any bets on what Shannon Lynch does us?
Yeah, I think she's going to save it now.
Yeah, well, she's a great keeper.
Yeah,
great keeper.
I think she'll save it. So let's see. The kick will come in now from Stacey Grimes. Hill 16 end of the ground. Shannon Lynch on the line. Referee just moves in. He'll blow the whistle shortly to indicate the penalty can be taken. Off we go. Shot goes in.
Oh, good penalty.
Left hand corner. What do we know? Anyway, a goal and 14 points for Meath. Now 6 goals and 8 for Tyrone. Meath back to within 9.
Back within 9. Still time.
6.5 minutes to go. That was a superb penalty.
It certainly was.
Bottom left hand corner.
I'd say there's a lot of men can learn a thing or two about how to place a penalty there. That was brilliantly placed. Emma McGrew.
Yeah, Emma McGrew has possession of the ball for Tyrone. Carries it out towards the 65 metre line. Plays a pass just down below us here on the Hogan Stamp side of the field towards the number 19 there, Emma Haggerty. Launches it in, first time ball in towards Gemma Begley. Gemma Begley out in front to try and win it, but it goes over the top of her head into the goalkeeper's hands. Down, who picks it up now. Monica McGurk picks it up for Meath. Carry the ball out towards the midfield area once again, and Tyrone once again have a bit of defending to do, because the Katie Hughes on the attack from a Meath perspective out over the 65 metre line, still going up the field of play, and launched it long into the heart of that Tyrone defence, but the ball's been broken free. And yeah, Killincomey did well on that occasion.
She really did.
She stuck to her task, and she wins the free with Tyrone. Christiane Hunter's coming on the field to play for Joanne Barrett. So plenty of experience being introduced as well there, Noel.
Absolutely. Again, I have to say Joanne Barrett's had a very, very impressive second half. She really has stuck to her task. At full back line has been very, very effective today, and herself, and particularly the Killincomey, absolutely superb. They've been like 2 leeches the whole way through. Their long ball has been launched into the Tyrone forward line, but it's been broken away by Meath once again. Megan Tyne has possession of the ball for Meath, heading forward out over the 65 metre line, launches into that defence, but look, he's there. Emma Mulgrew comes out, tries to win possession of the ball, just stuck to her task well on that occasion, puts Meath are under all sorts of pressure, but Meath win it back. They got possession out to the number 28 there, Sarah Pardley. She tries to get possession out to the wing half forward and does so. Stacey Grimes goes across the 45 metre line, brings in another attacker, and that's Blanett Keogh. She comes across towards the edge of the D, put under severe pressure from Emma Brandon. Emma Brandon did superbly well, and look at Niamh McGuire out in front once again from Tyrone. Launches into the half forward line, and Tyrone are on the attack here. They've got an opportunity to really put the icing on the cake here. They go forward, chance for the shot, and chance has been taken. No, it's out to the right of the post and wide. Grania Rafferty with the latest wide in the game, and the kick out's already been taken. And we're inside the last 4.5 minutes of the game. Yeah, and Grania really should have carried that ball on ahead and drawn one of the Meath defenders out, because there's a chance there. They had space, they had time. You really, situations they get, especially those players who are very, very experienced, should be doing a wee bit better in possession. Meath sticking to their task. They're still 9 behind. It's 6 goals and 8 for Tyrone, a goal and 14 for 6 goals and 8 for Tyrone, a goal and 14 for Meath. Who's out in front there? Niamh Woods once again turns possession over from Tyrone perspective into the hands of Niamh O'Neill. There's the ball forward, out to hands now once again of Rafferty. Rafferty, how's she going to make better use of it this time? She gives it towards Gemma Begley. Gemma Begley's 1-on-1 with the fullback. Gemma Begley has possession of the ball. Shot goes in. Super piece of goalkeeping from Monica McGurk in the Meath goal. Takes it out once again, solos it out the field to play, out towards the 20 metre line, then launches it up the field into the hands of the substitute there, Even Leahy. Leahy has possession of the ball over the halfway line for Meath on the attack in towards the heart of this Tyrone defence.
has two outlet passes on the right hand side if she wants to use them. Still in possession of the ball, gives it towards Emma White. Emma White peels out to the right hand side. Emma White with a shot, and Emma White's kick goes out to the left of the post and wide. And Tyrone are 3 minutes and 15 seconds away from an All-Ireland Intermediate title.
Yeah, and deservedly so, Damien. They produced their best performance of the year today. I mean, what more can you ask for if you want to win an All-Ireland final, to play well on it? And individually and collectively, those girls today are really stood up, no more so than the girl in possession here, Meath Hughes.
Heading forward for Tyrone, heading towards the 45 metre line. Kicks the ball forward but gives possession away on this occasion towards Megan Tyne, who picks it up for Meath. She's been very impressed for Meath this afternoon. Into the hands now of Blonnet-Keogh. Blonnet-Keogh plays the ball forward, looking for another late score here in the game. There's something that would put Tyrone under pressure with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. And here goes Meath once again, head towards the 45 metre line. Desperate tackle there from a Tyrone perspective, and still Meath have possession of the ball in towards Vicky Wall. Vicky Wall under pressure, tries to turn back inside once again, surrounded by three Tyrone girls, keeping the heat on the Meath attacker. Plays possession back out towards Stacey Grimes. Stacey Grimes, crossfield pass towards Lally. Kick goes up, but it goes way out to the left of the post, or right of the post and wide. And with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the game, it's looking good now, looking really good. It's been looking good for a long time for Tyrone. But Gemma Begley,
Kelly Gahar has gone on for Gemma Begley. And with all the experience today, do you mean?
2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game. No, it's looking very, very good. 6 goals and 8 for Tyrone. It's 1 goal and 14 for Meath. And Meath Woods will surely be walking up the steps of the Hogan stand in a few minutes to collect the All-Ireland Intermediate title.
I would think so. I know player deserves it more than ourselves, because over the years, and this year particularly, but I mean that performance today was what you really want from your captain, and when it was required, she really did. And 2 goals, not bad, not a bad return at all.
Good return is right. Ball now in towards Maria Canavan. Has possession of the ball, heads down towards the Davin end of the ground. Still Canavan in possession. Big crowd coming in for the senior game, but they've been enjoying the last few moments of this one. And Tyrone once again have possession across the far side towards Roberty. Back into the hands of Emma Jane Gervin. Emma Jane Gervin with a kick, and it just goes out to the left of the post and wide. And we're now 1 minute 20 seconds away from All Ireland glory with this Tyrone ladies team. And no more. It's been some journey back, really. No,
that has been surely, Damien, because last year the disappointment, because they felt that they could have done so much last year, but they really have made up for it. They've atoned for it in no end with such a commanding performance and such a super team display, and they are deserving All-Ireland Intermediate title, All-Ireland Intermediate champions.
Yeah, we're just now 52 seconds away. Ball with the Meath girls as we begin the long countdown now for this All-Ireland title. Long ball launched into the heart of the Tyrone defence has been won by Marion Farley. Marion Farley under all sorts of pressure by Christiane Hunter over there, but she wins the free. 33 seconds to go in the game, and this will be a free to Meath. Chance for them maybe to add a 15th point of the game. It's Stacey Grimes goes across, takes the ball in hand. She'll probably try and work it short here, look for the goal perhaps. So Tyrone just have to be alert, don't want to give away another goal in the game. Ball has been launched over towards the edge of the square once again, and who's got up there to take it away? Well, it's been won by Wall. Wall shovels the ball out, but it's for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 seconds left to go. Ball hanging in the air over there. The Hooters about to go, and it's All-Ireland glory for Tyrone. The All-Ireland Intermediate Championship is heading to the north, and the Tyrone ladies have delivered the title after last year's disappointment.
No question about it, Damien. From the very first whistle, these girls were girls on a mission, and we just watched Andy Woods, I think, player of the game, which I'm not surprised at, but brilliant performance. Gary Moans, a happy man.
The field, and full credit to the whole management team and the Tyrone ladies. They have delivered an All-Ireland title on a scoreline of 6 goals and 8 points to 1 goal and 14 over Meath. And there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight in Tyrone, and particularly in around Kelly's Inn.
Kelly's Inn tonight.
And our congratulations from everybody in Team Talk to the girls of Tyrone.
Absolutely brilliant. Really delighted for them, and it's a fantastic achievement. We'll probably head down now, Damien, tell you a few interviews, all being well, and then get back up the road as quick as we can for that Tyrone Arbroath Championship match.
Our congratulations to the girls from Tyrone, who have won the All-Ireland Intermediate title here this afternoon in Croke Park. Congratulations to the management team and everybody else, their parents, everybody involved with the team, and well done from Team Talk. And as Stuart says, we'll see you very soon again at 6 o'clock, in fact.